Y'all, I was not going to do a reading today. I was going to use Saturdays as my day to kind of rest and chill, not do any readings. Whew. But y'all know how it is when you do spiritual work. Okay? You never know when you may have a shift. Okay? So I came on today because y'all, there's some heavy energy, and I'm actually sad about it. Okay. Um, we've been, for those that know that or who felt it, okay, there was a rapture this week, whether you believe it or into that or not. It was. The rapture did not look like the sky splitting or anyone, descending from the heavens, okay? It was a shift within, okay? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, there was a shift. And if you know, you know, okay? Those that was looking for something physical to happen missed it because that's not what it was about. Um, Also, this week, I recorded for you all, I think on Tuesday, about some karmic energy. I had got a download that there was a karmic feminine in your energy that was doing, um, they put you on an altar, okay, to sacrifice you, okay, and that it backfired. So I say that to say, to bring you up to date. Today, I'm resting, sleeping good. I get woken up out of my sleep about 3 in the morning. Okay. I get woken up out of my sleep about 3 in the morning, and I felt the energy. I'm not gonna go into detail and say who it was. I know exactly who it was in my energy, okay? It was somebody I know. I got woken up out of my sleep, and I was sleeping good. All of a sudden I felt this dark presence, like this dark energy rather. I felt a dark energy. I got woken up out of my sleep. I know exactly who the dark energy was, who was coming from. And it was somebody I love very much. Okay. This person is far from perfect, but I love them very, very much. Okay. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to them. Have they done me wrong in the past? Absolutely. But I still love this person very much. So, yeah, it's so sad. So I can feel their energy, and basically, it was not good. This particular person in my energy was in trouble. They were in trouble. Okay, it was not good, y'all, at all. I heard and could sense and see that basically there's a hellfire going on. Okay, I'm not speaking ill on this person. I'm telling you what I saw. So I'm being careful with what I say because I don't want to speak ill. But there was hellfire. Okay, and basically this person told me goodbye. Okay, they told me goodbye, and in my body I felt like frozen. I felt sensations through my legs and through my feet, like they were being straightened. Like I could literally feel my legs and my feet like cracking, like they were being straightened. And while all this is going on, I'm like saddened, but at the same time, it was like Spirit was telling me, like, don't shed tears for this person. So that was that this morning. I've stayed up. That happened about 3 this morning. I didn't go back to sleep till about 6. I just came to my desk, started working on my business and everything. Finally went back to sleep about 6 something. So really, I just kind of wanted to ignore that energy because this is somebody I love. It's somebody I don't want to believe, was doing anything ill against me. Even though, like I said, I know they've done things in the past, gossiping about me, stuff like that. So anyway, today, again today, I watch readings just like y'all do, and I'm seeing the message about a particular person and um, them trying to sacrifice uh, me and it backfiring. So anyway, something bad is happening. So it made me come to the board um, and pull some cards on the energy of the rapture because that's what spirit gave me after I saw the reading that I just finished watching was that it's the rapture. Like when they talk about in the rapture, like the hellfire, and again, it don't look like what people may think. I've said it before on this channel. People can be dead, even though they're physically walking around in 3D. Spiritually, they're dead. They're not here anymore. Okay, um, it's just real heavy. And what got me too was the reading I just watched. It was actually from Chiron. It was my first time really watching his channel. I've seen him pop up on my feed, but I never watched his channel. It was Chiron, and he said in the reading, he said, "You're praying for this person to live, and you don't even know what they did to you." You know, um, yeah. There was another reader too. It was a few of them today, and it's the same message kept coming up. I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on? But the thing is too, y'all, I could also feel it in my spirit. Like I knew, like everything that I'm hearing, I knew. And when he, in the vision that I seen this morning, about 3 this morning, about this particular person, there was a fire involved. There was a fire involved. There was somebody being taken out, physically taken out. And he said it on his reading. So when I sit down on the desk, the first card came out was this Nine of Swords energy, y'all. So this is somebody that cannot sleep at night, having insomnia, nightmares, a lot of anxiety, depression, fear, hopelessness, trauma, despair, and worry. Okay. The next card that came out of the deck was the Devil. It was followed by the Devil, y'all. Now, if you are new to tarot, um, each card has its own meaning, but it all has to be in context. So for this card to come out first, the Nine of Swords followed by the Devil, okay? It tells a story, it tells a lot. I don't even know. I literally just said, you know what? I'm going to just go on the board and just see what's going on. Oh, look what came out. The Star. Oh, you know what I just heard? That you are protected by the light and the dark. And Spirit gave me this word along my journey some time ago as I started to understand the spiritual journey more and more. It's like Spirit told me that when people go to say the devil, whoever, a dark force, to send attacks and hits towards you, it's like they're going to an entity that actually works for you. Imagine that. Imagine somebody sending a hitman and a hitman answer to you. That's what Spirit told me and showed me in the energy, in the spiritual realms. And people don't want to believe in spiritual realm, but it is a real thing. And it is from your walk. You don't know who people are. You cannot judge people by how they look. People, they look like they sweet and innocent. You don't know who that person is in the higher realms. Behind the star was this Ten of Pentacles. This is your energy. If you're resonating with this reading, okay? The Nine of Swords came out followed by the Devil, and then the star with the Ten of Pentacles. This is giving me someone wanting to sacrifice a star. Someone wanted to, oh my God. Oh, y'all, this is some dark shit. Someone that was obsessed with your star energy. Your star energy, your success, your light, your aura, your wealth, your abundance, your ability to manifest effortlessly. They wanted to sacrifice that. Yeah. They see you in this Queen of Cups energy. Very abundant, compassionate. It's like they was growing a cold heart to how much people loved you. Yeah, followed by the Death card. Death card, endings. Ending a cycle. I'm also getting that someone's been doing this for a long time. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, loss, depression. Someone's been doing this for a long time. Someone's been like hating you in secret. Yeah, hating you in secret. You got the Five of Swords here. conflict, disagreement, competition energy. They wanted to win at all costs, defeat, bullying energy. This person is very unstable. They're mentally unstable. But yeah, there's an upheaval going on in the energy. Yeah. Here's a Temperance card. I tell y'all, this is judgment. This is balance. The divine stepped in. The divine stepped in and seen what this person was doing behind your back and put an end to it. And I also just saw the Queen of Swords was giving me that the divine brought it to your awareness of what this person was doing. And I'm gonna use myself as an example. I knew for a while, I knew for years who this person was. You know, I knew they were like kind of sneaky behind my back. But I'm just hearing Spirit say, you don't know to the extent of what this person was doing. This person was obsessed. You don't know the extent they were doing behind your back. And I'm hearing destiny swap again. I'm hearing destiny stop again. Destiny swap. Yeah. You have the limit with boundary, speeding, and explosion. Yeah. Something about timing. You know, I tell y'all, it can seem like people are getting away with things. They don't get away with nothing. Everything happens in divine timing. And sometimes, too, you know, the divine gives people a chance to stop, to have a change of heart. And also what I just got was, along your journey, you may be under, you know, having attacks, having delays, and you're like, you know, God, where are you in all of this? But you have to remember, for every time somebody do you wrong and come up against you, it makes you stronger. Imagine people sending these attacks your way, but all it's doing is just building up your strength. It's building up your armor. That's all it does. It just makes you more powerful. Yeah, manipulate. Y'all can't make this shit up. Why fire came out? I'm getting like chills right now. I'm like shaking. And I'm telling y'all, it's so sad because Spirit told me don't cry no tears for this person. Put that out there. Spirit told me don't cry no tears for this person. You don't know what this person was doing to you. Who is this? You don't know what these people are doing in secret against you. Yep. You have to check yourself card come out. And that's what this person did not want to do. They did not want to check themselves. They thought that they would be exempt. And you know, it's so crazy that all this stuff is coming out with the timeline shift, with the new earth. And a lot of people are realizing, especially people that do practice dark magic, black magic, that feel like they've been getting away with it, they're realizing it. They're realizing it. There's a great divide happening. This is giving me shape-shifting energy. You had someone in your energy that was very emotionally unstable. They always had, you know, like a sad story. They always had a sad story. Very emotional. Very emotional. Very emotionally unbalanced. You have tired of the drama. So they had a lot of drama in their life. Always something going on. Always something toxic. Yep. You have the investigating card here. So this person was being investigated in the spiritual realm. I tell you, the divine sees all. The divine sees everything. So somebody can feel like they are getting away with something, but they're not. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, and look at this. The toxic card came out. I just said that. This person have very toxic energy. And that's another thing. People be like jealous of you and your light and your shine and your love. It's because you have love, pure love radiating within you. No matter what you go through, you radiate pure love from within. And people be mad because they're like, why I always got toxic situations going on? It's because they themselves are toxic. So they create more of the same. You create more of the energy what you show up in. And for those that are in divine alignment, when we go through stuff, it's just to make us stronger. Literally. Because we don't look like what we go through. But people have a choice, and people can make a decision to choose a different path, to say, you know what, I don't want to operate in that low frequency anymore. But y'all, this energy is so heavy. It really, really made me, sad. But at the same time, it's something I've been knowing for years, and that I can't really be sad about, because people know what they be doing, and they do it on purpose, and they won't stop, even when spirit warns them to stop. Yeah, you have creative and stardom came out together. So this is somebody that was definitely jealous of your light. Yep, jealous of your light. Breaking contract here. You had a karmic soul contract with this individual. Contract stops serving your growth, freeing yourself from a soul contract, altering your divine blueprint. Altering your divine blueprint. That really stands out to me, because even those of us that are on the divine path, we have a choice. We have a choice as well. Even though we are on the path, we have to recognize the karmic loops and alter the divine blueprint to say, okay, what's the pattern here? When I'm around these people, I'm in a low vibrational frequency. But am I going to stay with these people because they're family? Because it's supposed to be love and family. That's how people get caught up in that whole family thing. And they just be karmic. They just be toxic. They just keep you stuck. Yeah. 5 of Wands. Competition, conflict, rivalry, strife, disagreements. We all can relate to that in family relationships. And you stay in that toxic cycle because they're family. You stay in a toxic cycle because they're family. Because no one wants to have the courage to walk away and have their own divine path and put these toxic cycles to rest. This is the 4 of Wands, okay? You take it how you want. That look like somebody, rest in peace, coffin. Yep. This was somebody that did not want to take responsibility for their life and their decisions. I'm getting to somebody that was, I think I said it earlier, were always in trouble, always had a story, always had something going on, refused to take responsibility and accountability for their own life, their own choices, and was always running to you or others for help. Yeah. But your spiritual team intervened. Spiritual team intervened. It says your spiritual teachers will find you answers, will appear by chance, help will come with perfect timing. Yep. I'm getting, you have been very diligent and hard work on your soul journey of going through these karmic lessons. If y'all really take a step back and look at life, it's like a freaking video game. It really is. It's like, I be calling people NPCs because they are. The people in your life, they be non-playable characters, NPCs. Thank y'all for the hearts. If you want to donate to the channel, I have a link in my bio as well. You can buy me a cup of coffee. I love coffee. But yeah, if y'all look at the life, it is literally a video game. It gets to a point where it's laughable. Like literally. I remember when I was early in my journey, like when I was conscious of it, like in my early 20s, like when I would get frustrated or something would not go as planned or go, my way or whatever, I would just stop and be like, okay, God, what you trying to teach me? What lesson you want me to learn? What do you want me to see from this? Like, just hang it up immediately. What is it? What I need to learn so I can get the lesson out the way and move on. Imagine staying stuck in a loop because you stuck in your mind in a low frequency and not just taking it to a higher source for higher wisdom to learn the lesson and move on, get out that loop. Yeah, you got the betrayal card out here. The Seven of Swords, trickery energy. Staying in trickery energy. I just got always looking at like how can you scheme and get over with the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. It's a waste of time trying to figure out in this 3D world, oh, how can I get over? You constantly fighting conflict. It's literally an uphill battle. Challenge after challenge after challenge. Because you don't want to take it to a higher power. That's followed by the Hierophant. Okay? This is about wisdom. Yeah. The energy of the unexpected. Surrendering your will and what you think it is and what your mom and dad said think it is and what society think it is, and trusting your inner wisdom from the God in you so you can elevate, learn these lessons, and move forward into your emperor energy. That's what the empress is. That's how the empress gets her title, or the emperor get his title. Going through these karmic lessons. And then look what I love this card, the home card. So we can go home. Y'all, that's literally, I was just downstairs. I be making up songs in my head. And I was just saying like, oh, we finally going home. Like just thinking about us as the collective, like we are finally going home. Finally. It's been a long journey. All this stuff that's going on that we've been going through, we're finally going home. And then look, all about a Six of Cups. Finally going home. And look what was behind that. The Lover's card. Yep. Finally going home. I told y'all. The Lovers, divine unions is at play. That's part of that going home package. Yeah, returning home, returning to how things were intended to be in the first place. But yeah, y'all, there is hellfire. There's an energy here. This person may be addicted to drugs. We got doing drugs here. Falling apart, falling to pieces. This person's energy that's having hellfire copycat energy is here. So there's somebody that was obsessed with your energy, wanted to copy your energy, copy your light, copy your essence, copy your aura, try to copy your style, how you dress, how you talk, how you walk. Yeah, and they were secretly a hater. They were secretly a hater. Ooh, I just got to, people got to be careful. Imagine somebody, Spirit just told me, somebody trying to like, people want to walk in your shoes. They want to be you. And they are praying to their God, to be like you. And I just got, it drives them crazy when they can't be like you, because the stuff that you went through, that you overcome effortlessly, it will kill them. That's why like people can't walk a day in your shoes. People gotta be careful with praying for other people's life. Oh, I want to be like them. I want to have what they have. But you're not them. What's for them is for them. You can't walk in that person's shoes, because what they went through will kill you, because that was not for you. That was not your journey. Thank y'all for them hearts. Tappity tap tap tap. I appreciate it. Yeah. And it's game over for these people. It's game over. For whoever's been coming up against you, doing this hateful magic, black magic, dark magic, trying to siphon your energy in secret. Time is up. Yep. Time is up. Time is up because you've ascended. Nine of Pentacles. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You have survived the karmic loops, the karmic lessons, and you've ascended to a higher timeline, with a higher calling, with a higher purpose. That's why these people are having hell to pay, backfire to pay, and that's what happens as we are ascending. That's another thing I forgot to say. When I was having my experience this morning at 3 a.m., I literally, that person said goodbye to me, which I knew that meant that they were crossing over, whether they're still here on this earth or not. I don't know how that's going to play out, but they said goodbye to me. And the energy felt like they were crossing over, like they were not going to be here no more. That was the energy. But while that happened, I felt in my body like I got upgrades. And that's not the first time that's happened to me. And there has been people, and it's so spooky, but it's just for real because that's the season that we're in. That happened to me before, and I was woken up out of my sleep about sometime between 1 and 3 in the morning, and I was called to ascend. I heard somebody scream my name. The voice sounded familiar, and they screamed my name, but it was kind of like out in a far out distant. Didn't know who it was. Spirit called me to ascend. Okay, took me through an ascension process while I'm laying down in my sleep. And the next thing I know, later on that day, a few hours later, I got a call that somebody died. And I had a feeling when I heard the name scream, a person came to my mind, but I was like, I hadn't talked to that person, wasn't thinking about that person or anything, but they did come across my mind, but I still didn't really know who that was calling my name. And that screamed my name, but then I got a call that somebody died. And that was somebody that, again, was doing a lot of things behind the scene. They were. And that was really the first time that I really paid attention to it, because it was just kind of too obvious that, damn, like, this stuff is not a game. And when I tell y'all I sleep good at night, because I know I don't wish ill on nobody. Even people that do me wrong, I don't wish ill on nobody. I don't. However, I did learn when I was early in my walk, in my Christian walk, I was more all about love and light. And so it's a balance for everybody. If you are somebody that is, always out to get people, always trying to get your get back, then the divine will teach you balance on how to, let go. Vengeance is, of the universe, okay? But if you're somebody that, was more of a people pleaser, people always kind of get over you a little bit, then the divine wants you to learn how to tell the motherfucker to back the fuck up, okay? So I say that to say, along my journey, I wasn't all about love and light. Spirit was teaching me about balance. And I started calling on divine righteous judgment. So I don't wish ill on nobody. I call on righteous judgment. Righteous judgment is a good thing, because righteous judgment gives those people that have wronged you an opportunity to answer the call to awaken themselves, to take a righteous path, to take a path to ascend and do better for themselves. This is not about being perfect. It's not about performance. It's about allowing anything that's a lower frequency that's in you, that's not for your good, your highest good anyway, to resolve, to dissolve. But yeah, I don't wish ill on anybody. I don't. But I did learn along my journey, because I used to pray the prayer about God forgiving people for they know not what they do. When I was a Christian, I used to pray that all the time, genuinely walking with a pure heart. But then the Spirit taught me to call on righteous judgment. Righteous judgment is a blessing to them, so they can answer the call to awaken themselves. But some people, I don't even call it righteous judgment no more. I don't do anything. I just keep ascending. I don't call it righteous judgment, because I say it because it's levels to your spiritual rank, and as you continue to ascend and go higher, you get to a point you don't have to do anything. Like, I really don't do anything. I just make sure I stay in alignment and ascend. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm at a place where, especially with us being a new earth, I don't even see karmic loops like that no more. Not for real. Like, everybody, I didn't already removed everybody out of my life for real. I see everybody for who they are. And people are facing karma. karma, y'all. They're facing a lot of karma while you are getting your dharma, okay, with this balance card. You coming into balance and harmony in your life. Divine union. We saw the lovers come out. The lovers keep coming out because it's divine timing for it. But, y'all, it's some heavy, heavy energy out here. This stuff is not a game, y'all, at all. When I saw this fire card, I felt so eerie because when I was woken up out of my sleep, fire was significant. That somebody was experiencing hellfire, literally. I'm not going to say what I saw specifically because I did see what was going to happen to this person, and it had to do with fire. And that was very eerie. And then with the guy, Chiron said in his video, also he said fire. So, but yeah, y'all just keep ascending. Like, literally just keep staying within whatever spirit is calling you to do. Keep ascending on your journey. Again, this is not, walking with the divine is not something that can be faked. That's the whole thing. It's about being authentic, being your authentic self. It's not a performance. It's not something about, oh, go read a book. No, it's literally just you acknowledging your spiritual team, the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call upon. And removing those things that are lower frequency that are not serving you. It's not about who knows the most. You're going to get all that on your journey. Everybody's walking journey is different. But it is about you taking that leap of faith to walk a new path. The Fool card. I love tarot because I just split the deck and this stuff just came out. Followed by the High Priestess. You going within. High Priestess is sacred. Sacred shadows. You going within and honoring yourself. Seeing your inner man as sacred. Seeing your shadow as sacred and healing your shadow. Bringing your shadow to the light. Integrate with your shadow. But that's what it's about. Taking a leap of faith into your intuition, trusting yourself within. Yeah. So you can bring this balance, justice, divine justice. That's the theme of this channel is divine justice. Yep. And look what was behind that, the sun. You will have joy, pure joy in your heart for doing this. People don't understand. I mean, y'all, if I tell y'all the stuff I've been through in my life, you wouldn't believe it. You would not believe it. And people look at me and ask me, dang, even when I was going through it, in the midst of going through it, dang, and you ain't looking all toe up and like, how? People don't understand it. Hold on, y'all. We got a block party going on. I really don't read the comments because it's a little distracting. If I see some foolishness, I will block it. And that's how you be in this happy sun energy and get this divine justice. Block that hater negative energy, that lower frequency energy. We don't need that. It doesn't belong here. It's not divine. It's not aligned. Yep. So that you can create. But I'm so excited, y'all. Ace of Wands, creating new manifestations, new projects, new ideas. Fulfilling your desires. And that goes back to you trusting yourself and going within with this High Priestess energy. That's what it is. The High Priestess is divine. Trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, your subconscious. Yep. Pure energy. Purity, that's what it says. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and just do like a quick, the Rapture reading because it was just kind of heavy on me. And I really wanted to ignore it. But y'all gonna be hearing, if y'all pay attention, y'all gonna be hearing and y'all gonna be seeing a lot of hell. A lot of hell breaking loose in people's lives. And that ain't wishing ill on nobody. It's just what it is. You're going to see what kind of seeds people have sown. You always know those that walk up the divine because when they go through stuff, they don't look like it. They're like magicians. How do you keep manifesting? How do you keep alchemizing? How come every time you go through something, you come out on the other side with something better, more light? How? Because they walk the divine, because they're an alchemist. That's the energy. Yeah, yeah. Look at this. They walked a difficult road and came out warrior spirit. I can't make this up. That's how I go. But yep, y'all keep ascending. I will be coming back on here to do the Beauty and the Beast reading on Wednesday. I'm gonna go live. I don't know what time yet. What's today? Oh no, I gotta post. I'm gonna do a Sunday service tomorrow. I gotta do Sunday service. I have a podcast, y'all, the Sacred Shadows 333 podcast. I'm calling it Sunday service now because I like that podcast is only I only put on there like channeled messages. I mean, all my messages are channeled, but those are specifically are more channeled messages, like divine messages, all about divine inheritance, divine timing, um, divine healing. Anything that I get, usually I get a message. Those are messages I get out of my sleep. That's usually what that is. Um, I put that on the podcast. If y'all want to buy me a cup of coffee, you can do so in the link in my bio. I greatly appreciate it. And y'all have a beautiful night. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.